We join the super legit crew before the show as we fix mic problems and set up our familial special guest for zingers. And Alex's dog. Can we hear a bit more from you?
Well, Enzo's really doing it for me, so I don't even need to be here. I was late, and I should have just let him log on. He wanted to be here anyway.
Alex, can you check and make sure yours is set to the right microphone? Because you are kind
Probably
of quiet.
not.
It might not be.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Or you can just kick me out. Like, it's up to you, really.
Well, that's our second option. We always know we can fall back to that.
Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Let me check it again, because I just feel like I'm a freaking shit show. USB PNP audio device. That's it, right?
That's gotta be it. Yeah, that sounds like it would be. So,
that's mine.
All right. I think we're gonna be good. I think we're gonna be fine, and
cool.
Sanders and I'll work some magic if we have to. But we're good.
I'm just here to make your life more difficult because you don't have enough things going on. So
That was actually my job, but that's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Battle to the death.
Oh. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. I am your host, Jet Kaufman, and let's get right into our cast for this week. Let's introduce to everyone. Our regular cast includes Josh Spence.
Sup, man?
Sup, man? Chris Sanders.
Damn. Hey.
Sean Michael Boozer.
I am as regular as they come.
Jen Burton. I
am also here in some way.
And Alex Rose Wiesel.
Hi. No bit.
All right, and then we don't have a co-host for this week. Michael Hyman is out, unfortunately.
Can we do this show without a co-host? Is that possible?
I'm not sure it's possible, so we may have to fix that. But it's going to fall to me in the moment to introduce our special guest for this week, and then we'll figure out the other particulars after that. Please welcome to the show, Kai Lennon. Hello, Kai.
Hello.
Welcome. Now, Kai, would you mind explaining to us who the hell you are?
I guess I'm your daughter. I don't know.
Oh,
did we get that checked out? We got that checked out, right?
We did. You know what? Actually, we did not get that one tested.
She's got jokes. I love it.
Yeah. So, but you know what? There's enough quirks in there that I recognize from my own childhood that I feel pretty safe going, yep, that's my daughter.
Well, I guess you're lucky on that one.
Wait, like what? What quirks?
Good question.
Oh, geez.
What did you see? You went, that's my daughter.
Yes. Yeah. No, I feel like we've got a lot of the same neuroses.
Does she often bring up her successful childhood acting career?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Well, yeah, that would really hammer it home.
I mean, I'm the one who gets to mention that she was in the Super Bowl halftime show last year. Was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
2022?
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Doing what?
That is so current.
I was a dancer for Eminem's part. So I was like part of the alumni group.
Yep.
Yeah,
that
you know, like the best part of the show?
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's exactly what my mind was thinking, by the way. That was the best part of the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, see, I get to name drop on her behalf, or at least set her up for it, so that she doesn't have to walk down that road on her own. So, yeah.
Wow.
And,
Jen, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I am really more impressed with her accolades than yours, maybe.
As am I at this point, yes. Yeah, I think she's the only one of the two of us who has been on live international television 3 times, because she was also in the Rose Parade twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely amazing that you're a great dancer with all the back trouble you must have. I'm just assuming you have to pick up a lot of names when you're talking with Jed, it's your father.
So wait, does that mean you've been on live international television twice, Jet? And what were those 2 times?
No.
Oh, so she has you beat 3-0. Not even 3-2.
Yes,
3-0.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I was in a Super Bowl commercial, but that would have only played in the United States. So,
yeah, but was it live?
No.
Were you
I
dancing?
recorded that months earlier.
Oh.
I was not dancing either.
Were you Eminem?
Were you Eminem?
No, not that time.
Darn it.
Well,
yeah.
Disappointment.
Darn it.
All right. Well, now that we have the introductions out of the way, we, as discussed earlier, we don't have a co-host for this week. that has to be solved on an official capacity. We're not, as was asked, and now I will answer, no, we're not allowed to have an episode without a co-host.
It's been a while since I read the bylaws. I just wasn't sure. I thought that
thank you.
was.
No, I appreciate it, and they are vital. So everyone agreed that our intern automatically is next in line for the role?
Hear, hear.
Sure.
All right, great. Kai Lennon, you are the co-host for this episode of the Super Legit Podcast.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
I'm so honored. Thank you.
I was hoping that's where you were going.
Yeah.
With that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Great.
I would have been a harder yes if I would have known
Yes.
that's where that was going.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes. My vote is yes.
Well, duties include anything that you feel is appropriate to co-hosting the show, including nothing whatsoever.
Great. I'm great at that.
All right. All right. Well, our question for this week is, who's the best parent in the world? I'm sorry, that was in an early draft of the episode. Let me. All right. The actual question for this week is, if you could have a secret identity by night, like some kind of superhero, what would it be?
A clarifying question.
Yes, please.
Only at night?
Yes.
Oh.
That
has
is
to just
exactly
be at
how I
night.
wrote it. Yes.
No,
it's going to
no
be
morning time.
Night is the only time crime happens.
Well, and again, it I said like some kind of superhero, so you don't have to be a superhero. So you could have, you could be doing anything. But
I think
yes.
I have one.
Oh yeah. Love it.
I think because anxiety is normally something that strikes in the later hours of life, I would like to be a superhero that just doesn't give a fuck about anything. Because I feel like in my real life, I give many fucks about many things, and I would like to be Miss not give any Fs about
So when the
anything.
sun goes down, you just
This is
don't give a
great.
fuck.
Yeah, because that is the time. I think I go through a lot of my life where
Yes.
things happen,
Yes.
and I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then later, once the sun goes down, you start thinking about those things,
Right.
and you're like, wow, that was kind of crummy.
Yeah.
I feel bad about myself.
Yeah, trying to
that
fall
affects
asleep
me.
at night, and those are the moments is like, wow, all of the terrible mistakes I've made and the people
Yes.
that I've insulted in some way that none of those people ever remember or actually care about, but I do and will
Yes,
forever.
but it'll eat at the insides of me forever.
You know what? I that's one of my favorite things about Dr. Manhattan is his whole the ability to let go of everything. It's so Buddhist and beautiful. Like, dude, I wish
You are Dr.
I
Manhattan.
had that.
You are.
Oh.
Very close.
It's
to it,
from
for sure.
Watchmen. Oh, Jen does know what it is. Okay.
How dare you, Chris Sanders? Look, I realize I know 1 out of 10 of every pop culture references that are made on this show, but that one I know.
Jen, that is one more than I know. So congrats.
Thank you. I feel good about myself.
I didn't know who Dr. Manhattan was.
Ah,
I was just
damn it.
pretending. So thank you, Sanders.
Oh,
I actually
man.
read it,
I missed
Chris
the
Sanders.
target.
Thank you
I
very
missed
much.
the target.
And
It's an
it's on the
excellent.
target.
It's a excellent
A quick
book.
description about him. He has detachment down to a science because he's a doctor. But here's the beautiful part about it. Even though he's detached from everything, he's blue.
And he's also naked 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just
That's
does
why
not give
Jen
any
knows who
fucks.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am 99% sure you're describing my fiance. He is really good at detaching, and he is also naked 99% of the time.
How blue is he?
All right.
Pretty blue.
Great.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
don't
no,
go
no.
too far down that rabbit
can we
hole.
stop?
Hey-o.
Rewind.
Weddings in February, you know what I mean? Oh.
Everyone's cringing.
So just to be clear on your super heroic ability, you would feel nothing. So it'd be it's almost like an anti-ability because it
Numbness.
requires no activity versus like you
No,
have a special
it
skill.
sounds like a great activity. It sounds like you'll be able to sleep through the night, which sounds amazing.
That is a heroic
Yes.
activity in this day and age.
Yeah.
I am
I'll give you
100%
that.
behind you in your restful hours. You get
Yeah,
enough
I think
sleep.
I would feel things. I just wouldn't feel
Anxiety.
anxiety things or over analytical things. I would feel lots of good things like relaxation and not caring.
So would you then move to like Alaska for
Sure.
24 hours of darkness?
I could. That's smart. That's actually my next move.
Super.
Oh, thank God you're here, well-rested woman. We need your help. Crime is running rampant in the city, and we need a cool head. We need a cool head to get in here and just lead at this point. We just need a leader.
Sure. Do you want to hit this?
Oh, I'm on duty right now. Is that okay?
I'll hit it. Robert just took my purse, and I'm feeling very anxious. I'm part of the reason you're here.
Oh, here. There you go. Look at this. You're already solving problems among our populace.
That's what I'm here for, to solve crime.
Now, is it possible we could get your help solving it before it happens instead of just calming down the victims? I don't mean to downplay that. It's wonderful skill. But maybe shut it down ahead of time?
It sounds like you're being really controlling right now, and one thing that I cannot handle as well-rested woman is controlling men.
I just want to second that because I'm feeling a lot better about my purse situation now.
Oh, thank you.
I feel more relaxed, and I'm on your side. I think you're right. In fact, I'm going to give away the rest of my purses. I don't even need a purse.
You don't. It's very freeing.
Yeah.
Can I call dibs on the coach?
Hey, this is your downstairs neighbor. I am a day sleeper. This might be on me for moving underneath a police station, but I'm trying to sleep, and there's a lot of discussion going on up there, and I'd like a little respect for what I do.
Apologies. I am so sorry. We're trying to do kind of like a regime change here.
Could you talk directly into the floor? You're kind of muffled.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. We're trying to do a bit of a regime change here. Let me have our new recruit here, well-rested woman, maybe come up with a solution for this quandary.
Do you have a power drill?
I do have a power drill. I have a cordless, and I have a old-fashioned.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
your choice.
Okay. I have
If you could just drill a small hole about the size of a dime through the ceiling.
Can do, will do. Let me get my goggles, because safety first.
Smart man.
That's a really quiet drill.
It's nice. It's very relaxing. It goes with my vibe. Did you want to hit this?
Oh my God. Is this indica?
Yes.
Oh God. That's good. That's good stuff.
Problem solved.
Hey, go about your business. I'm cool. Get your regime change on. First lady, I know good things are going to happen for you.
They've already happened.
Sneaky lady, one day I'm going to be there with you.
Is that a pet name,
that
sir?
Zone.
Did you just give me a pet name?
Is that I can? You're muffled through the floor. I can barely make out what you're saying.
I think it's cute.
Okay.
You can tell from her shirt it says WRW.
I can only hear you. I can't see through this hole unless you stand directly over the hole.
Oh, here, let me just lean over a little bit. Hold on.
Oh wow! Can you go left to right instead of right to left? Then.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that is super cute.
Oh,
you know
thanks.
what? This is the best interaction I've had all day. I feel very close to you guys. You three might be my best friends now.
You want to come up?
That might be a bridge too far.
Oh.
I will be down here, loving you from afar.
Huh.
I'm going to hit this a couple more times and then get my day sleeping on. But I love you all, and I look forward to our next interaction.
Lovely.
Sleep well. I'm going to stuff my extra purse through this hole. You can use it later.
Legit.
Welcome to the show, Kai Lennon, with all the weed talk.
Sorry.
I do want to make it clear for the
record.
record.
How Jen just apologized for me.
Oh, don't apologize at all.
Right.
Yes.
I want to clear on the record for the listeners.
Very
my
stoned
daughter
right
is
now.
an adult.
It's okay.
She is over the age of 21.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
No.
Okay, don't be sorry.
Sorry for anything.
She's the one who gives me all the weed advice at this point. So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. As a fellow daughter, I do the same for my father. So I feel you.
Gotta give him the good stuff.
Oh man, I wish my dad toked. He is just. I feel like he would still disown me if he found out I smoke weed.
You say you wish that, but it also, to like have a full circle moment, I'm pretty sure the reason that I have such extreme anxiety is because my dad is such a stoner. And I never had,
Really?
Yeah. So to get really like philosophical on the pod,
Please, that's
I'm
what we're
pretty
here for.
sure my parents are so laid back that is why I am so not laid back.
Did you feel like it was a reverse in terms of like the typical parent-child relationship? Like you were coming after them and trying to raise their game up the whole time?
It still happens every day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Do they live with you?
No, but I wish they did because I probably would, regulate their life much healthier. It's sick. The world we live in is sick.
Wait,
it is
sick like, oh, it's so sick. Or
I don't think she
not
meant
that
that
one.
way.
No, not
the cool one.
No. I wish it was. I was just talking to a friend today. We were talking about how I don't know where you all fall in line of siblings or if you're only children, but we were talking about how the younger siblings happen to be the cooler if there is multiple siblings.
Can confirm.
Are you younger?
Same.
I am for sure the older sibling, so I can confirm that it's true in my case too, as I am not cool.
I'm being highly facetious, but yes.
I think you're pretty cool.
No, thanks.
Aw.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it with a bit. But
Yeah.
No, but that's what this is for, actually. So
Yes, the show is philosophy and bits.
Hey guys, I'm here. I'm a middle child. I'm here. You guys.
It's also
everybody see
well
me? I'm a middle
documented
child.
I don't hear
that
anything.
middle-born males have enormous junk.
What? Wait,
what?
what's that? Which child
It's well
has enormous
documented.
junk?
Well,
Middle-born males.
Oh, that's
okay.
great.
All right.
Jen, you're not going to give us can confirm on that one?
No,
No.
I'm not middle.
No.
I'm young.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't.
No
I like that
offense
you
on
went
my
with the
junk.
middle.
I
Not
thought
the
maybe you did
man.
research. I don't know.
My junk is all a regular size.
Regular sized woman junk.
Really glad your daughter is here for this part of the conversation too.
pretty
I'm
sure
not
she
as
is
happy as she is.
I can't
It's
wait for
like-
the callback on this one.
It's like we're having a reverse reaction where we just go hard the other way instead
That
of
is
like
what's happening.
instead of pulling
Yeah.
back. We're so afraid that we're going to say something offensive that we're like junk and
Yeah.
drugs and
Yep. Yeah, you get so it's like what's that target lock thing where you see the thing on the road, you're driving toward it, and you just keep driving directly into it because your brain is so fixed on it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We
Everyone's
should
like,
just-
"Oh my god, we have to avoid all this stuff by hitting it over the head."
yeah.
I desperately
kind.
want to see the TikTok of Kai doing everybody's impression about them talking about their junk. It's going to be marvelous. It's
Kai
gonna
has
be-
done some lip sync videos on TikTok of some of our episodes, and they are absolutely hilarious. And we will
They
post a
are
link to
amazing.
that
Really
in the
good.
show notes.
She's
Light.
she's the best super intern Kai we have. I mean, I have also given thought to the question that you provided earlier, and no superhero for me. I very much love that film Goodfellas, and I would love to be a good fella at night.
So
You want to be a Sicilian?
Murderer?
Kicks
Yeah,
the shit
yeah.
out of
Yeah, in
People
the
who don't pay up?
50s, doing heists and burning clubs down and running all sorts of crime and having like that lifestyle, like that.
Don't take this the wrong way, Spence.
I've only
but
seen the I've only seen the
You
first
want to be
hour.
a criminal
I want
by
to ask
night.
the follow-up question of why. That seems so unlike you. Like, I want to do crimes and murder people and,
I just-
and burn stuff down.
I
I'm
really
like,
want to
what-
hurt
what-
people.
What is
Where
going on?
during
No,
the
I don't
day,
want.
I
No,
just-
no. I don't want to be. I don't want to be Joe Pesci. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be like the Ray Liotta guy, just like the guy who's like in the crime, but is also like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
The guy who ultimately sells out all his friends.
Yeah. No,
Copy
wait,
that,
I haven't
copy
seen the
that.
second half of it.
Oh.
I've only seen the first half because it's a 2-disc DVD. I'm still on DVDs, so just the first half's so good. Why would you want to watch the second half? The first half is fantastic, right? They
How
open
long?
up.
Is it that long that it's on 2
I
discs?
think it is 3 hours.
Is
I
it
don't know
really?
if it's on 2 discs, but I'll believe you.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that I saw that first before Godfather or Scarface or any of those films that you have to see if you're like a teenager that has like angst issues. So, Goodfellas.
Kai, have you seen any of those films?
She's
I
an
don't.
adult woman.
No, but when she was
respect
Kai,
her.
the question is, Kai, What were like the teen movies that everybody your age in your group
I
saw?
love this question.
Oh.
That's a variety question because I grew up in different places. So
Yeah.
Fair.
in Oklahoma, it was a bunch of like Christian like stuff, so I couldn't watch anything. And then coming here, I'm the only white person, so everyone's watching like their Hispanic stuff, and I'm over here like, okay, Family Guy, or just like shows on Netflix, anything on Netflix. So I guess I don't have like a top 10.
Because I know like a couple of years ago, like
That's healthy.
all the high school kids that I teach were really into like the Korean dramas. Like that was a huge thing for about a year and a half. Was that not a thing for you?
Oh, it was a thing. It just wasn't my thing. Like,
that seems
Very
to
good
be
answer.
everybody's response to
Yeah.
my answer. So I will think of a new one.
Oh no, Spence! I'm down for your dream. It's just
Yeah,
shocking that
you
this
do
is
it.
what you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I'm
I'll
going
think
to
of
take a
something
different angle. I don't know. No, Josh. I don't think it's that shocking because I think what we're saying and what we're finding here on this psychology pod is that we want our superhero power to be the opposite of how we actually present and live our everyday lives. So I actually think your superpower is very in line with what we're talking about. Some validation for you on the pod.
I will Venmo you later. Thank you.
I also want to back up the idea of only watching half a movie because there are movies that I really love. Speaking of psychology, that I only watch the first half of. So I'm one of 4 people who really likes La La Land, and I only will watch it up to the point where their relationship is consummated. And then I'm like, that's a good fantasy ender. And then I stop the movie.
Were they, like,
Same with the
they
English
float
Patient.
away?
Pretty much. I don't want to see him waking up in bed and like Silmar or wherever it is.
Yeah,
they
it goes
end
bad
up.
after that. You're
Silmar's
right.
It
great,
just-
by the way. Just saying.
Silmar's fine. It was the first thing that came to my head. I don't know. Some place in LA where it was sort of like,
That's really a
the
shithole.
struggling spot of
Thank you,
Los
Sanders.
Angeles. I love Silmar. I've never been to Silmar. It was literally. Do you live in Silmar, Josh?
I do.
Oh my God. Okay, I didn't even know
Why
that.
we make so many
I
jokes
ripped
about
it
on
out of
the
a
show.
hat.
Yeah.
Josh Spence
That's
signing
It's
off.
why
once
we
again.
make jokes about
No.
Silmar
I
and
was trying
PT
to support
Cruisers in the
you.
show all the time.
And then I literally inadvertently insulted you. So I'm sorry.
You know what?
When they woke up in that apartment in Canoga Park, where they live.
Jen
Yeah,
has come
fuck
after
Who
you.
lives
Canoga
in
Park.
Canoga Park?
For
My
real.
son goes to school in Canoga Park.
Look, I got to sign off, but it's great to see you
Everybody
guys.
signing off. We're dropping
Me. But anyway, I'm very much in support of only watching half of movies if you know them well, and you're like, after this, it gets sad.
You know
I
what?
like to end it where I
I like
wanna
that.
end it.
I like that point. I would like to see like Netflix do a film where it's some awesome film and just part 1, and like they never release the second half. So you just think the first half is like this amazing movie, and you're always waiting for like the back end, and it's never going to come. It's just
Yeah.
the first part.
That is Watchmen on HBO. They just did that first season, and they're like, you know what? We're done.
Yep.
It's not going to get any
that
better
was
than
so
this.
disappointing.
We're gonna
Never
walk
mind what I
away.
said. Yeah, I was so bummed.
I don't think it's just. I
It was
didn't
so
think
good.
it was disappointing
Good
at
film.
all.
Right.
It was.
No,
it
it
was
was beautifully
appointing.
ended. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to get any
Yeah.
better. It couldn't have been more perfect, you know.
Yeah.
But it did leave you wanting more. You're like, oh,
Yeah, which is exactly what you want.
yeah, for sure.
Super. Ensign, can you just have a seat, please? Wanted to talk to you about your holodeck activities. We've been going through the files, and we're seeing Jack the Ripper simulator as your...
Yeah, that one's awesome.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
Did you watch any of the files? Did you watch any of them?
I did. We assumed, as would normally
Did
happen...
you see how
most
it
of these-
ended? Did you see how it ended? Oh,
I
God.
did, and I expected you to be one of the detectives in this situation. I did not expect you to be Jack.
Well, see, here's the thing. Did you see? You didn't see that coming either, did you?
No, I did
And because
not. Yeah.
I do tantric murdering, sometimes I stop in the middle of the holodeck program.
Yeah.
And just go about my day for the rest of the day. Sometimes don't go back for 3 or 4 days just so I can savor it.
That was part of why we checked the files, because you've been basically MIA from your duties for several days at a time. It turned out
I was savoring it.
Right.
I just explained this.
Yeah, no,
So,
I mean, you went about your job as a librarian in the holodeck, and then you visited bars. You
Dewey Desmo.
Right? Yeah. You helped people bring in their groceries. I mean, you went through all of these things and then straight back to the murders.
I respect my elders. But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I know why you've called me in here.
Oh, please.
I'm going to be reassigned. You want me to start programming all the holodeck programs, right? Is that what is this? You can just say it. I accept.
Okay.
Captain, allowing him to reprogram all of the holodeck programs would be unwise.
I appreciate the advice, but you know what the thing is?
You make the final call, though, right?
I do, and
okay.
The creativity that you employed in this,
thank you.
It did impress me, and I understand. I appreciate the counsel that I'm receiving over my right shoulder here, but I'm going to do it. I'm gonna try something new here, and I'm gonna see what happens if this crew thinks outside the box and goes through your mindset.
We are boldly gonna go where no one doesn't really want to go, but I will take them there anyway.
Captain, that is your catchphrase.
That is my catchphrase. You're absolutely right. And there's nothing that gets me to agree with a decision more than someone repeating my catchphrase to me.
And just so not to gild the lily or not to butter the biscuit or not to try and sway you anyway.
Those are all phrases my Vulcan friend here knows very well. Yes, please continue.
I got it done on a t-shirt.
Vulcans do not use catchphrases.
Okay, all right. Sarcasm.
Did he just make his own catchphrase then?
Yes.
I also got it on a mug.
Oh my god. This is great.
This is paradoxical. I do not use catchphrases, and yet Vulcans don't use catchphrases is, in fact, a catchphrase.
Did he just make like 4 more catchphrases up just now?
I think I am caught in a loop.
Nice. A loop of awesomeness.
All right, look, this is what I'm talking about. You're breaking everyone out of their molds. I love it. This crew has gotten so stodgy. We're gonna break new ground here. Let's do this, everyone. I love it.
Captain, I must admit, even as a Vulcan, I could sometimes use a little fun.
Are you into tribbles at all? Because that is nothing but fun.
Oh, okay. But I'll warn you, I did see your tribble program, and I did not expect those tribbles to go where they went.
My love, how was work today?
Oh, let me tell you, sweetie. The captain hired some imbecile to reprogram all the... It's a human term for dumb shit.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yes?
He just brought him on to the crew to reprogram all of the holodeck programs. I don't have him in our records. He, as far as I can tell and the computer can tell, he does not serve on the ship's crew. Yet he was in the holodeck causing a ruckus.
Ruckus?
So, Captain, there seems to be a little bit of a problem. I'm having trouble getting my checks cashed. You guys have been paying me on time, but because I am a quote-unquote stowaway and I don't have ID and I've never been hired, I'm not even supposed to be on board, that's where I think all the trouble is coming from.
I think the trouble might actually be coming from the fact that we are a post-money society, and we don't actually use currency or pay of any sort whatsoever, and I'm wondering why you don't know that.
Can you drop me off at the nearest place? The guys with the big ears, I can't think of their names right now.
The Ferengi.
Yes, the Ferengi, those are my people.
It's a human term, ruckus, that means making a mess.
Making a mess? I have heard of that before.
Yes, it's often used when a mess is present and needs to be cleaned.
Can I ask you a psychological question?
Indeed.
Do you ever feel like our relationship is on a loop?
I must admit, we do go through similar cycles, often.
every day. Do you ever feel like maybe we don't have fun?
This is something that came up today with the captain.
All right, Captain, I will say my sex rut for the husband-wife thing is not my best work, but I still think it has possibility. It's still got wheels, if you will, even because it's a rut, and a rut implies wheels. So I'm still saying it can go places. It's
a really old kind of reference. I mean, wheels are barely used anymore for transportation at this point. But okay, I get where you're going here. I don't understand what you were going for with this to begin with. How is a relationship rut a fun exercise, a fun?
I was thinking it'd be more of a relationship, tantric relationship, and just kind of stretching things out. It didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Indeed, you are correct. I do feel as if we are in a loop.
Of course I am correct. Everything that comes out of our mouths are correct.
The only logical solution is we have been reprogrammed into one of the holodeck programs. I must alert the captain. Vulcan crew member to Captain White Guy.
Captain White Guy here?
Sir, it's Vulcan crew member.
Yes.
We are trapped within one of the holodeck programs. My lovely, beautiful wife and I, your Vulcan crew member.
Hello.
Oh dear. I didn't want to have to tell you this way. You died in a tragic accident, a transporter accident that we had several months back. We uploaded you into the pattern buffer, and the only way we could hold on to you was to convert you into an AI program in the holodeck.
Oh.
That's all that remains of you. Meanwhile, your Vulcan wife here is entirely a creation of Ensign Dumbfuck here, and she doesn't actually exist as a real live being.
Can you define dumb fuck?
Oh gosh, it's a human term. It's somewhere between a dumbass and a fuckwudget.
I will need some elaboration between dumbass and fuckwudget.
Oh, okay. All right. A real idiot. And fuckwudget. Somebody who just screws up so badly that you kind of keep them around because it's entertaining.
I see. You are describing my Vulcan husband.
There we go.
Why I oughta.
So I read your Star Trek spec. Interesting. Loved it. A little confused. You went wildly off, the regular part of the show, which is part of the reason I brought you in.
Well, here's the thing. So I'm all about today. I'm all about making things happen in today and like really pushing the envelope. So I brought in all the concepts we're talking about, like what is reality, what is AI a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Are they going to believe me? I don't know. My point is, I just want to push the envelope, and I think this episode does it.
Well, let's just start with the fact that it's 400 pages, and most of that is just. I mean, first of all, I wasn't sure if you just didn't know like the names of the actual characters because they were called Ensign Dumbfuck and Captain White Guy.
I wanted to get across.
Like they have names, and you could, and in my head, I really tried to just apply that. I was like, okay, this is Spock. But then you spent, 325 of those pages with these two robots just going around in circles about it just felt like you personally might be working something out about.
No, that was to create the idea. Those 325 pages of it's happening again and again and again. It was so you were in the loop with them. It wasn't just you experienced it with them. And I wanted to get across the idea that I wanted you to make sure. I wanted to make sure that you understood that he was a fuck boy. That's why I gave you so many different variations of fuckity fuck fight.
It's just kind of off brand for the Star Trek world.
Just Captain White Guy. That's most on brand.
You mean Captain Kirk?
Who's Captain Kirk?
I'm going to end this meeting and let me get your parking validated for you.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Legit.
Oh, yeah. I got caught up mentally in not naming the Vulcan just because I realized holodecks didn't exist in TOS, so it couldn't be Spock, and then my brain just broke.
I understood none of what you just said.
To be really honest, I'm so glad I didn't reference Hallmark movies. I fully thought you were all starting with a Hallmark movie, and it was something about holiday movies. So that's how far away I was from this.
You want to do a Hallmark movie? Let's do a Hallmark movie.
Super!
Now listen, Taskmaster, I know you're working a 9-to-5 job 24 hours a day as the superhero of the city, but I just hope you take time for yourself, to settle down.
No, I don't. I am Ferengi. I make money 24/7.
Oh no, I spilled my coffee on you. Oh,
Get out of my store. Don't put anything on my products.
You have beautiful ears. They're so big.
Oh, really?
Honey, did someone spill coffee on you at work today? What is that?
It's coffee. She didn't.
Legit.
I was just trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't remember the word Ferengi.
Ferengi, yes.
Just ask, Alex. We'll make it happen. It's not a big deal.
Well, thank you. I feel validated.
I got it. I love me a Hallmark film.
So breaking from that episode of commercial
Now back to Star Wars talk.
I think it's time for a commercial break. And Michael Hyman's not here this week to bring us the ad, but I think he sent it along to you, Chris Sanders?
Yeah, I got it. And a little bit of a blast from the past, from the relative past, for Super Legit. It's an older sponsor that just we haven't heard anything from in a while.
Oh, great.
I'll just play the tape. 3, 4, 5. Yay, I pass go. I collect $200. Man, I'm so sick of these boring board games. Yeah, I wish we could be owning some losers instead. Hey, boys, are you already aggressively masculine? Do you yearn to give wedgies constantly? Do you see braces and want to rip them out of that dweeb's face? Introducing the newest board game from Boys Toys, Wimpy Losers. In Wimpy Losers, you're the big jock who has to move around the school looking for smart idiots doing algebra. When you spot one, draw a no backtalk card to see how you're going to embarrass that wimpy loser. And no, Mom, our game isn't cheap. It's from Boys Toys, the makers of Go On, Smell It, and Farts. But don't take my word for it. Take it from Joan Cusack. I was in Toy Story. Wimpy Losers from Boys Toys.
Oh my God, it's good to hear it back from them. It's been a while. Oh, I missed that.
So glad Joan Cusack is still working.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same.
Yep. I am very, very happy to hear her voice, which I recognized instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kai, let's cut the bullshit, okay? Who's the funniest person here?
Why would you start with that?
Yeah.
So impressive.
Wow.
Maybe he is from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to murder her?
Yeah. Where's my ice pick?
Tantrically?
I still think it's me. I just haven't talked.
Boom.
That's the right answer.
Literally the best answer.
Oh.
Good job.
And so
Could've said it, and
diplomatic,
you're right.
too. That's so well played.
Yeah, that's super diplomatic.
That is my daughter right there. Yes, absolutely. All right. Does anyone else have answers for the big question this week?
I have a different answer. It's more
all right.
on brand for Josh.
We'll see.
No, I don't want to do it now.
Sorry.
We'll see if it's less stabby.
What's the question again? That's stabby. All my
yes.
questions are stabby.
If you could have a secret identity by night, like some kind of superhero, what would it be?
I would like to be like some guy who goes on stage and plays the best songs in the world, like with a band, with like an alliterative name, probably starting with F. And then he does that at night and is like this world-class rock star.
Yeah.
And then the immediate next morning, he like is making pancakes for his kids and teaching them how to play drums. And
Maybe
it's just
making
like
barbecue for the homeless.
right, something like that. Is now an author.
Wait, but how do you can only be Dave Grohl at night?
I didn't say Dave Grohl. I said
then is this a swap situation? So like you are him at night and he is you during the day?
Ooh, I like how we're doing all these multiple questions. This is also very on brand for Josh. I mean, we can switch. I would definitely be down for. That's also kind of a hallmarky thing. Do like a Freaky Friday thing, right?
I mean, that'd be fun because then we could have Dave Grohl on the podcast while you're performing on stage.
Yeah,
cool, man. Yeah, we can just keep getting rid of Josh. I like how that works for sure.
Well, I mean, I've been working on having Dave Grohl on the podcast, but this sounds like
I keep asking him too.
There. Right? Yeah.
No, honestly, I do like that duality for doing the philosophical thing. I think it's very cool how he's this world class rock star, but he is probably the most down to earth person of all the rock stars I think in the world, right? I think that's
of every single one in
I think
history.
that's what he's known for. Besides being one of the best drummers ever, he's also not an asshole. I like how the bar is set so low for rock stars. Not an asshole, you're the best.
I feel like you got a lot of this, you could do a lot of this. You could make pancakes for somebody.
Yep.
You could do barbecue.
Yeah.
You could play guitar.
I mean, you make tamales for all of us.
Yeah, see?
Go start knocking on doors with some already made pancakes and just say, "You got kids?"
Yeah. you could even give them out for free out of the back of a van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, kids love that.
Yes.
It's got to be unmarked.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to be flashy about it. Go unmarked. You're absolutely right. Yeah, good call. All right. Who else? Kai, you said you were percolating on this earlier. Do you have something, some special thing you'd want to be by night?
I don't have a super person, but a power maybe, just invisible. Because going off of Alex's anxiety thing, I'm very anxious, so I'd rather just walk invisible and then poof right back up before I enter the store or something. So I could watch everything go on, but they don't see me.
Oh, so you'd still go into the store legally,
that's my question.
Visibly and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's just getting there. Okay, all right.
So you'd be invisible up until you just appeared in front of the cashier
Oh,
purchase your items?
That would be quite a scare. No, I mean just right before the door. Right before that, I go in the cameras so the cameras don't see.
I see. Okay.
So no robbing banks. No.
I think what you want is a teleporter.
Well, I want to walk and see everything because there's a lot of homeless and crackheads out here. So I want to see it all and just be oh.
Yeah,
Can we stop ripping on Silmar? Jesus Christ! What is going? This is 2 episodes in a row. What? Fuck!
It's not that bad. Ryan Gosling and Emma, what's her face, ended up there.
Yes.
In La La Land, which is a great movie, loved by 4 people and Jess. What Kai said though, that is some legit anxiety relative things, because truly knowing what your surroundings are and knowing what you have to prepare yourself for is the antithesis of anxiety. That's excellent.
Yeah.
I love that. I take that.
Antithesis.
I tried to be smart. I don't know.
Hey, I love to observe stuff, but don't want to necessarily be involved.
Yes.
Most places, I'm in the corner just watching it all happen. I don't need to be a part of it. I just enjoy, it's just enough for me to be there and watch it and observe from the outside. I was at rehearsal the other day, and I'm the director in this thing. I'm sitting in the corner. The producer came in, and he was sitting there, and then he looked over and he saw me. He's like, "What are you doing here in the corner?" And I'm like, enjoying things. What I don't want to hold court. That's weird,
I was walking with my friend and her mom to go get drinks, and there was a guy, a homeless man, sitting there with his shirt covering his face and something spraying someone as they walked past. So we walked past and he starts spraying us, and we're looking at him, and then we smell real quick to make sure it's not piss, and then we're like, okay, we think it's just water. We all had to take that sniff and be like,
we all have to take the sniff.
Yeah.
Silmar does it again.
I hate.
Yeah, I've had a similar thing happen to me at Nordstrom. I was walking through the perfume area, and they were spraying. They're so aggressive with that. You're like, dude, what are you doing?
And sometimes you really can't tell whether or not it's piss.
You can't.
They are pissing in those bottles.
Yeah.
Clinique.
Yeah.
That's how they fill it up so fast.
They do. They have a lot to do. Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Spritzer.
And it's really easy to trick the rich into paying huge amounts of money for essentially piss. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a song about that in Sweeney Todd.
Oh, literally, isn't most perfume made from whale, that big whale chunk of
ambergris?
Blubber?
No.
Ambergris.
Ambergris.
No, you're right. Yeah. Josh has got it, yes. Yeah.
What?
It's a group of smart people.
There's an episode of Bob's Burgers about it. That's how I know. That's how I know.
Like 1759. I don't think they're killing whales to make like Clinique anymore.
They're not killing them.
They better not.
They're not killing them. It's not made from their blubber.
Well, what is ambergris? I just like saying it.
A solid waxy substance originating in the intestine of the sperm whale.
Oh, I want to coat myself in that and attract someone. That's gross.
Super.
Okay, sir, thank you for coming in. I'm happy to write you a prescription for a superpower. Just remember, these superpowers are used for medicinal purposes only. So if you tell me what symptoms you're having that you would need this superpower for, I can go ahead and write you that prescription.
Yeah, I don't like people, so I want to have the superpower to fill a bottle up with my own piss and then spray people with it.
No, I mean...
Right now, I can't fill the bottle. Right now, it just gets all over everything.
Sure.
And I can't get, like, the stream to just go straight into the bottle. So
Right.
I end up with, like, just, like, a little bit at the bottom. And you know the tube that goes down into the bottle? You can't catch it because it's not high enough. So then I have to, like, fill it with water. But then it's not piss anymore. It does nothing. It's like, it just hydrates people.
You know what? I hear that problem all the time. That sounds something more of, like, a urethra issue and possibly an aiming issue.
Can you fix that? I just want one stream that comes out like a shot, like an arrow.
All right, so if I'm hearing this correctly, for medicinal purposes, you want a solid stream?
Yeah, I need medicine for my mind. I got a lot of anxiety. Spraying people with my piss help.
That's a different doctor. You can talk to one of them. They can actually give you pills for that, and you'll feel much better. I issue just superpowers for medicinal purposes or for like long weekend.
But that is a superpower. I think we need to have a discussion about what a superpower means, because it could be anything.
Okay,
if I shoot out a stream of pee
that's
looks
a biological
like a piece
function
of yarn that could go into a bottle and curl up into it,
sure,
that could be a superpower to me.
Super P-Man, please save me. My cat's up in a tree and I need someone who can pee a super strong string of yarn to coax my cat down from this tree.
Okay, I'm here, but here's the thing. The yarn was more of a symbolic thing, just describing it. So what I can do is I can piss your cat out of a tree, but it's sharp. It might hurt him.
Oh,
you want me to do it?
You don't actually...
I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
Oh, he's out.
Okay, sweetie. I'm going to light your candle and we can have the happiest birthday ever. Ah, shit. I got the napkin on fire. Oh, I can't even. I'm parched, so I can't even. If only there were someone who could just pee right now.
Hey!
Here
I am.
I'm sorry. This is a private birthday party.
I'm pissing on your cake. Look at me go! Oh! Look, I'm gonna do it in 8 different pieces. That's how sharp my pee is.
Hey, Piss Man, what's up?
Hey.
You ever think about pissing on stuff that's not cake, like me?
Whoa, never been in this position before. I've only pissed into a bottle and then sprayed people with it. How would you feel about that? I pissed a cake apart into 8 very sharp pieces. I pissed a cat out of a tree once. And then I just, mostly every day, I piss into this bottle and I spray people with it.
Well, so here's the thing. I already bought a tarp and I got it laid out in my house. So I thought we'd just, I've already laid the tarp out. That's what I'm saying.
Look, I'm willing to try, but it can cut cake into 8 pieces. I don't know how strong your body is.
I was given a mission, and that mission was to protect this city. And the only way I know how to protect this city is with my money. And my money brought you two here. I'm really hoping for more, but we've got P-Man and Well-Rested Woman to form our we're still workshopping the name, but I needed you two to meet each other before you get out on those streets and stop all this crime and all these happenings.
Were you going to say justificationally?
Yeah, but it's too derivative.
What about justificationally?
No, because then that's just you. Then that's just you, P-Man.
No, but she's like on a vacation because she's sleepy.
That's
so
nice.
that's the cation.
Well, rest.
Just a
nice.
pecation.
I don't
Just a
think she's.
vacation league.
she's
Yeah,
so
no,
much
I like
sleepy.
it.
She seemed
But don't
into
tell
it.
me what I want. Yeah, I can make my own choices.
All right.
Okay, all right, I got
Cool,
a new
yeah,
one.
no.
Sleepy vacation. Sleepy peecation. Because she's asleep and I pee. Look, I'm
And
peeing
we
right
both
now.
love vacations. Oh
All right,
gosh.
but look, we're in talks with nighttime crime, the nighttime criminal.
Your rug is in 7 pieces. Is that a problem?
I'm sorry about that. Wait, nighttime crime is a person?
Yeah. That's his name. He goes by nighttime crime. He just commits crimes
At
by
night.
But I was hoping to bring him in, and I was hoping that just my a few $1 billion would do it. So if we can get nighttime crime involved in it, then sleepy peecation might not.
Thank you.
All right, put all the money in the bag, but hurry up because the sun rises in 2 minutes. And then I go back to being a normal, crime not committing citizen.
Okay, sir, do you want these in singles or 5s or 10s or 20s?
Anything. Just hurry up and put it in the. Okay. No, the larger. I don't have that many
Hold
bags.
it right
Use
there.
the larger bill. Whoa!
I'm going to piss those bills right out of your hands.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, I gotta wash my hands now.
You know what? It's fine. Just put them in there anyway. I'll just wash them off afterwards.
No, nighttime crime.
Yeah, you're done, dude.
You're
We're here,
done.
and we're gonna keep you here until the next 90 seconds.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I didn't bring a gun or anything. I just figured that my imposing personality would be enough to pull this job off. People
Well,
are
that's
usually
not gonna faze
scared.
me. I'm very well rested, so impose all you will.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm a big, strong man who's oh wow.
Feeling sleepy?
Yeah, I am actually feeling a little tired here.
Good evening, sir. How was your day, big strong man?
It didn't go so well. It didn't go so well. Here I am. I didn't get the money. It's all covered with piss, and the moment dawn broke, all my resolve went away. I didn't feel like touching it anymore. It was kind of gross, and all my aspirations that I could just wash it just went away because it's covered with piss. Who wants piss-soaked money?
Well, if it's your piss, sir, I'm sure it'll be fine.
No,
I'll
it's
prepare
not.
your meal.
No, it was some guy, some hero, somebody who's more man than I'll ever be.
Talking about me?
Honey, you were absolutely right. What I thought was a genius idea for a after-hours bank was probably my worst idea. Being open from 12 o'clock midnight to 2 minutes before dawn was not a wise decision, and I would like to say I was wrong, and more importantly, you were right. And we have lost all of our life savings, but you were right.
Can you define life savings?
All the money that I had up to this point, we had up to this point, is not available to us, nor will it ever be again. But I can start building a new bag now.
Can you define bag?
Ladies, reports of coming in. You're all over the front page of all the news stations. You really did it, and pea shooters.
I think you're misgendering my male friend.
We call you.
I'm a man.
Look, I know you are.
Why did you call us ladies then? I'm very close to pissing on you.
Please.
Should. Cut him a tape pieces.
No, I know how sharp it is.
So you're open to peeing on people now?
Legit.
I feel shame.
I really felt us locking in together when we were talking about peeing on people.
I think we got closer as a group.
We've
through that
scarred
entire
Kai.
sequence.
For,
yes.
She's like, I'm never coming back.
just that crazy smile you had on your face, Jen, while doing that character is.
Yeah, I
Did
wish
for
there
me.
was a video podcast.
That was my favorite, but you could hear it. You don't need to see it. You heard it
Yeah.
in the voice. You heard the smile.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. I feel shame.
What about you, Jet? You answered the question. Who would you be besides Dave Grohl? Because he's taken.
Oh, he is taken. Yes, absolutely. God, I don't know. It's funny. I usually, if I write the question myself, I then forget to even think of an answer to it.
So you're lazy. Okay.
Yeah, I am. No, you know what? What I
where
would
I
like
got
to
it
be
from.
at night is not lazy.
She's got jokes. And you don't got none.
Yep. No, that's true. That's true. In this moment, you know what? I would like to be Kai at night.
The look of horror on her face needs
You
to
want to be invisible until you get in line?
That's it. Sure. Yes. No. I want to have.
You would not want to be me at night.
No, I will say, I'll put her on the spot right now, but Kai, as especially when she was young, was just like one of the most badass little girls I've ever met in my life. This was a person who, let's see, we went to Six Flags when she was like, I don't know, 6, I think. And we were there for the entire day, as you do. If you commit to something like that, you spend the entire day there. And we're easily 3/4 of the way through the day when we notice she's limping. And we're like, what's going on? And we slowly get out of her that her shoes, we had gotten her newish shoes recently, and they had slowly eroded the backs of her feet, as you often have with like certain types of shoes, and it had like she was bleeding profusely basically by this point from the backs of her feet, but she didn't want to tell us because she was afraid if she did tell us we would go home. So she just sucked it up through this process and like powered through the day. And if we had not noticed her limping, she probably would have continued for hours like that. But we got her to first aid. They bandaged her up, and she just went through it for the rest of the bandage. She's back in it, and we spent the rest of the day there.
That's a superpower.
Yeah.
That is a superpower.
That is child abuse. All right,
Yes.
what is it called? CPS? Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
They're making some child walk around here bloodied
In
up.
newish shoes.
Are you sure you're an adult, Kai? Because we can get them right now. Like, we got it.
It gets worse. There was a time that she's managed to cut herself at home, and because she just wanted to keep playing and not be bothered with us, she found a roll of USPS packing tape and bandaged herself up and just got right back to her business.
Are you still that person,
With
Kai?
just tape? Like, just tape the wound?
Oh, yeah. We call that the redneck way.
Yeah.
So if there was like a movie about her, you could call it like Kai Hard, right?
Yeah.
But also, yes.
Good.
Not if you wanted people to like you.
That might be the first movie we've mentioned tonight that she's seen.
Yo, guys, I'm so sorry. This is not my episode. I'm really trying. 0 for 3. It's not working.
So yeah, to make a long answer short, that's exactly why I'd pick Kai, because she is one of the most badass people I've known throughout my life, and so that's what I would like to be at night, is someone that self-sufficient and that capable of, kicking ass and doing what needs to get done to get through.
I have 2 follow-up questions. One, does Connor listen?
Sometimes. He especially loves the fake ads. The real ads, the very real sponsors that we have on this show.
But has he been listening lately or not lately?
No, he's got too much VR to play.
Okay, so then who's your favorite, Kai or Connor?
Oh, don't put that on the...
What are you stirring shit up?
We don't need him being sad about it.
Clearly, my favorite is me.
Sad about it. She's got jokes on. She got it.
I love that. I want to ask a follow-up question just for our listeners, because you mentioned how badass Kai was.
Yeah.
On board.
Yep.
But in contrast, Jet, when you cut yourself, say a paper cut, for example, what is your reaction naturally?
A lot of profanity. Yeah.
So I understand now.
Yep.
I understand.
Yep.
I've done it many times. I just go, oh well.
See, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, if I was so deeply bothered by a paper cut, I also would wish to not care.
Although some might call that numb to the pain. It's up to Kai to classify herself.
It's a superpower.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
that's a great one.
I think with
Yippee
that,
Kai-yay, mother afterwards.
Okay, that's the one. That brings us to the end of this episode of the Super Legit Podcast.
Never surrender.
Yep, that's it. Thank you, as always, to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted by me, Jet Kaufman, edited by me and Chris Sanders, and co-hosted tonight by super intern Kai.
Yeah.
Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort. If you're loving what we're doing, pause real quick and write a 5-star review before you close the app. And please tell a friend about us. That's the best part. That's how all the magic really happens. Tonight's regular cast included Josh Spence, Chris Sanders, Sean Michael Boozer, Jen Burton, and Alex Rose Wiesel. And then our guest for tonight was my own daughter, Kai Lennon. Kai, is there anywhere on social media you want people to follow you, or do you want to stay anonymous?
I'll stay anonymous.
All right, good.
That'll bring in the listens.
Oh, well, my TikTok, yes. That's true.
Yep,
you're right. Thank you
for what's your TikTok name for the moment.
At the moment, it is Hi Pretty Pisces, but hi with HIGH.
Yeah,
one that's thematically appropriate to the
doing drugs.
Of the show. Yes.
Excellent. And of course, a Pisces. I love Pisces.
All right.
Until we start crying.
I'm a Cancer. I feel you.
And all of this last minute bonding on the show brings this episode to a close. Thank you all for joining me again for the Super Legit Podcast.
Hey, Jet?
Yes, Josh, what you got?
Do you know you're my hero, right?
Oh, Josh, that's so sweet. I'm not changing my answer, though. It's still Kai.
Wow.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh, my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh,
And that's our show.
Captain, the podcast anomaly has suddenly ended.
Can you please define anomaly?
Damn it, wife, I wasn't talking to you. Why are you on the bridge?
I'm sorry, I added holo emitters. I thought it would be a nice touch. She brought a nice energy to the bridge.
Oh, legit. Sorry. I
Sorry, I was done playing. I'm done.
You have this now.